Is Concord still useful?
Okay, so first I would like to talk about Concord. What are they? So they have been made by the Five Empire, initially established. Um, okay, like the Five Empire. Ben's looking at me and is like, "What five?" So it's Amar, Galante, Caldari, and Minotaur. Also, the Jove is in one empire, and they made Concord. And the goal of that, it was to ease the tension and create a foundation for peaceful cooperation between the empires. Yeah.
But now they are fully independent. Like we're like more than 100 years after their creation, and they are now fully independent.
Yeah, and what do you think about them, Ben?
Well, the
Are they still useful?
useful. Okay. So let's first of all look what they do. Okay, so they do not protect, they punish. So when you're in ISEC and that someone is doing like awful stuff, they're gonna punish him, but they won't protect you against it. So some police will have like the saying of serve and protect. Concord do not have that. Be sure of this. Is punish and be right.
Yeah.
Well, at least they do
They,
not bug.
they look like to apply a law,
Yeah.
but what is that law? Where
Okay.
is written?
Well, here.
Oh, here you
Yeah.
have it. Okay, what is?
So, like Concord mechanics. So, look. So, thank you for EveWiki. Those are like the prohibited action. So, Concord will respond to the following list of player activity: aggressing a player who is not a legal target in HiSec. So, legal target in HiSec. So, to be a legal target in ISEC, you might even either have like a really low security status, so being a bad person, like a bad capsuleer, or using what we call like a bribe to concord and be at war with another like a corporation or alliance. So that's one of the things that Concord does. They accept bribe to look the other way when those like entity fight on one another. So see, they're not doing their job, and they are as corrupted as the Galante might be.
I don't know that much Galante. I don't know if they are that corrupt.
Well, I don't know. Galante, democracy, corruptions, big circle.
Okay, so what's the next thing?
Next up, if you remote repair like NPC ship, and I guess like those are maybe like the I don't know which kind of NPC ship, because if you're remote repairing Concord or Tiamar, I don't know.
Like it's more like if you healing, I don't know, the Triclavian.
Maybe
Or,
like baddies for Concord,
Yeah.
on Concord's point of view. Activating any remote assistance module on a player with a criminal flag. This includes ECM, tracking enhancer, and remote repair modules. So if someone got a criminal flag and they are like in ISEC, doing those will actually trigger their response. Well, attacking Concord or infection police, duh,
Sure, of course.
and some other NPCs. Having a criminal flag and jumping into high security space. So if you do, like, let's say that you you pod in low sec and that you got a criminal flag and you go into high sec. Sorry, gonna go boom, but you won't get pod. Shooting another player's loot, yellow wreck while in high sec. So yeah, like those happens, and sometimes it's a bait. So be careful if you don't know those mechanics. Eve Wiki is just awesome to learn more concerning those. So shooting structure, same thing. Don't touch structure in ISEC. Well, in low sec, you just got like you got criminal or suspect. Don't remember, but still, consequences.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. The other thing that is interesting to know is that like the ISEC, the delay for response is quite different. Okay, so 9 and 1 security security status, whatever, the system security, whatever. 6 seconds if you're like at 1 or 0.9 security, and if you're at 0.5 security in the system, like it's gonna be roughly like 19 seconds before the first ship of Concord to arrive. So first off, it's gonna be like the electronic response that we're gonna jam you and everything, and like a tick after, so 2 seconds after that, that's gonna be the battleship that's gonna finish the job.
Okay, so I don't feel those laws really ease the tension and create a foundation for peaceful cooperation between the empire. I mean that's just like I don't know to say that, like that's just like in appearance it looks like to be good, but in the real, like I mean, it has 1/3 of the Minmatar who are enslaved by the Amar, but if you attack a Minmatar in space, we gonna kill you, avenge you, but not in the planetary. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't.
Yeah, well, I think that the concern themselves more about everything that has to do with interstellar policies, not let's say
the planetary one.
Yeah, like the inside the empire is like really like between the empires. So like I'm sure the MR will argue that well, those are cultural preferences, and like those that you call slaves are nothing but super servant that have the chance and the privilege to serve the one true God. So
okay, that doesn't make sense. You're full of B. And but that still doesn't make sense. Sorry, you cannot protect someone in space and don't protect him on the planet. It's the same thing for me. It's the same thing. That's one thing I don't like about Concord. They just like look like to be good, but in the fact they just like don't do really much. Yeah. And another thing, I think like about the mechanic of Concord doesn't make sense for me. I'm just gonna tell you a story, and yeah, I know that the man was not like the
sharper pencil in the box,
that's what we say in English. Okay.
Yeah, you can just say that, or not like the pogo reference, that being the more unfrozen pogo in the box. I guess that we can translate that too. This person.
Let's say it to us if we are wrong. But anyway, so the man just said like, okay, I'm gonna go mine, but he didn't knew the mechanic. So he get his orca out, and he was like, okay, an orca to mine is not really that thing. So he used his orca as a can. He let his orca in the belt, went back in the station, take his hulk, and went back in the belt. So he was mining with his orca, and he was putting everything he had in his orca. And someone arrived in the system and saw the
two ships, like one local.
Yeah. So he saw the orca all alone, begging for someone to fly it. So he jumped into the orca and steal it from the other player. So the other player in Hulk was like, "No, it's not gonna happen. You won't get away with my orca." So he get his drone out of his Hulk and attack the orca with it. So the man lost his orca, but also lost his Hulk because of the Concorde attacked him. So that was a bad day. I'm pretty sure he rage quit after that, but anyway.
But
So
like,
that's
if I make a segue with that, that's a way to win Eve. And if you want to know how to win Eve, you can now type it on YouTube, and you should get the video that I've made on TIS this weekend with Dung Dinkle and Matterall. Quite insightful.
so going back to my story. The man lost both of his ship because of a mechanic of Concord, but in the fact, it was a ship that he shot. So why Concord appear and kill him? So they apply the law when they want and all they want to.
Yeah, so like they're really like cowboys or whatever. But like, just imagine like you're 23,000 years in the future, and you don't know how, like property acts, or like you don't have like any of that. That's poor. So yeah, like some things like that you like you see how Concord is bad, but not only that. There's different stories on forums telling that like when you get Concord, you'll see that sometimes you get war disrupt without like any ship on grids, and meaning that Concord, well, they can disrupt you from afar, meaning that they got access to your capsules and they can like do whatever they want with you. Not only that, is that you cannot shoot or kill Concord now, which also go in the same way.
And it has legend about Concord who limiting the perception of capsuleer.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Meaning that you cannot see some other solar system, maybe, or maybe something in space that we should be able to see, but Concord like forbid it. So yeah, like not only that, like they are really sketchy. They got really like nothing for them. Well, I say that, but I don't do a lot of PvE, so some of you might know me. Those of you that do PvE, I'm guessing that you like some part of Concord, more specifically the DED, that is one corporation into the Concord like alliance, that are the one that are paying you the bounties and finding the sites for you to aim and shoot at. So I'm guessing that there's a lot of people that like this section of Concord because they are paying you a lot and a lot and a lot of money that we don't really know where that money comes from. That's just magical.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like in the economics is just like, oh, it's a sink, so yeah, like it's drops from thin air because Concord has unlimited resources. So yeah, Concord, like, is it still useful? I guess that if we want to keep the economy, yes. If we want to,
But like, if you really want the friendship machine to work, you need a situation that you need friend, and in ISEC you don't need friend.
no, we can play
Because
alone.
Concord gonna avenge you, so people are afraid to attack you. Most of people, not all of them, they won't attack you. So you are like safe. So you don't need friend. So it's blocking the friendship machine in my head.
Like Concord, like since they got like the wallet, they do like control everything, and they literally control the capsuleers. They control them like everything. So are they still useful? Well, yeah, but like you said, are they against slave, like the slave? Well, no, like they got the capsuleers as slave for them to do like everything that they want. They just like have to like point it like on the like the probe scanner or whatever, and like capsuleer is gonna do it.
Oh, yeah, they just have to point it as baddies and people.
Those are baddies. Me giving you money to do it. Oh, okay. So
Okay,
see,
that's
like
good,
they're
yeah.
pure evil. Like they're.
Oh, we are that far? Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, well, they're not only that. Like as you just mentioned, like they are like a threat to the friendship machine, and they control everyone. So like yeah, like they are like the, let's say, like the black ant. They are the like they got their own inner circle, and we know that in this inner circle, like you got like the big head, like the big representative of each empire. Even like the Jov are represented there, not by a Jov, but by like a super like duper employee. So yeah, like literally. So yeah, like they're just evil. I think that now we know, like when you see Concord, don't see like the good police that you might have like in your mind, like, oh, they're gonna protect me. They're gonna wrong answer.
And avenge you.
No, they're gonna train you into being their own slave and you being like happy to be it. So yeah, like the MR are only children compared to the Concord Assembly.
Wow! Thanks, Ben, for that. I was not going there, but I think you're right.
Yeah, because like they literally enslaved the whole cluster of New Eden. Because the capsuleers are more powerful than the empires now, and they control the capsuleers. Hence, they control the empires. Hence, they control everything. So the pirate factions, the Triglavians, are most likely the more morally inclined, like let's say on a bigger scale, entities.
Yeah, I think we can end the show on it.
Yeah, tell us what you think in the commentary below, or like join us on our Discord to discuss that.